Hey folks, welcome to the Woods Miller channel. So we got a exceptional fall day again going on here. We're doing the yo-yo. This is kind of the that yo-yo weather all year here, right? So look at that. Oh, we're almost frozen down on the river there. So yeah, weird year weather-wise for sure. Anyway, we got another beauty day here today again here. Last week it was all pretty much like spring temperatures, cooling down at night, but then the day's warming up to 10 11 degrees Celsius here just outside Thunder Bay, Ontario. So anyway, it was kind of a busy week. Had some tree jobs to do and stuff, and you know how life is. It's busy, right? Everyone's got lots to work on and do and work and projects and whatever, right? So my last video was working on the Sawmill sort of shed, just lean-to, sort of power head lean-to. So I'm hoping I need to get 2 more posts like this in for the back end of it. The ground, because it's down in the shade here, so I mean the sun's coming through a bit, but it's low because of this time of year, right? So we don't get a lot of sun hours. So anyway, well, I'm gonna try this out because like the ground it's pretty hard, so I'm hoping it's probably just a crust on the top layer, and then it'll soften up as I get down. So I should be able to dig these holes, but I got to get some holes dug in if I'm gonna get this lean-to done this year. So, and it's supposed to cool down later this week. So if I get these holes dug and hopefully even get a couple posts in today, then I'm pretty much kind of styling, and the rest will just be, working above ground, putting the roof on basically. So that doesn't matter, the ground doesn't matter for that. So anyway, let's see if we can get the holes dug and hopefully get 2 more posts in today. That'd be sweet. I'm happy with that. So yeah, I don't even remember what size I'm making this, but it's got to be under 160 square feet. It will be well under that. I think we got 12 feet between these, like outside post to outside post. And I think I was earlier in the week talking about just kind of, even I go 10 or 12 feet back, let's see. I kind of run onto a downhill here, so I'm not going to go, it doesn't need to go super far, but if I'm back, a few feet behind here, that's good. The power head can sit behind here, it's under the cover. And then back here, like I can have shelving and, an area for gas and tools and whatever you need for the mill, right? Blades, so let's see where 10 feet gets us. That's probably sufficient. Even 10 on the inside. And that'll keep us under our sort of building size that we have to stand there for without a permit, right? So yeah, 10 feet, we're like back kind of the edge of those. So I got to move these pallets. Okay. Yeah, because then that's good. 10 feet's fine. Let's just go with 10 feet. Let's just go with 10. Yeah, we're good. That's a lot. There's 10 here. There. 10 off over here. A 10 here. Yeah. Okay. So Go measure inside the inside of these, which is like 10. So 10, 10, 10. 10s all around. It's good there, and yeah. Let's see how she digs. She shouldn't be too bad, like I'm saying. It's just gonna be kind of surface crust. Because of this warm weather we had, it was actually, the ground was, the frost was setting quite deep. If you go back 3-4 weeks ago, it was already cold, like, you know, winter had started. That was probably like last week of October. Super cold, snowing. And I was like, okay, well, here's winter. And then 2 weeks later, oh, look, it's spring again. So anyway, we got an opportunity to, I keep getting these weird opportunities to work on stuff still at this time of year. Usually you can't do anything like this time of year. So I got to take advantage. I keep getting these opportunities here. So see what she's like here. Oh man. Yeah, it's not bad. Shit. That ain't half bad. It's gonna be the roots is gonna be the hardest part, but other than that, the ground is pretty good, and that bit of dry and frost that we've had has kind of helped sort of dry up the soil, because yeah, this clay, when it's wet, it's just awful stuff to deal with. It's just a friggin' mess. Yeah. Lots of roots back here. All right, well, already warming up. And we're back here, so let me get this chunk out here and see. Our line looks better here now, so we're gonna go off of that. Get this little bit out here, and then I'll measure up again. And then I'll square it up. Eyeball squared, tape measure squared, and good enough. Okay, so that's going to be the inside of the post here at 10. So yeah, this looks good. I'll come back here even a bit more here. I can feel a bit of that front too, because I don't need that. Let's come back here a bit more here. Oh, this is better digging than last weekend when I was down here. It was so freaking mucky. It was such a friggin' mess and so hard to dig. This clay when it's wet is just, it's awful to deal with, to work with. I mean, like, you're almost making more of a mess than anything. So I still gotta get, I don't have anything down. All my lengths right now are like pretty much 8 feet. I just 8-foot legs that I have sitting ready to mill up. And if I go at least probably a couple feet down here, the fronts are, I can't remember, I think they're 9 feet out of the ground. So back here, I want 7 out. I think it was or 8 out, which means I probably need about a 10-foot log for some wiggle room. So I might have to cut some, harvest a tree to get those. I don't think I have any 10-foot sitting around. Yeah, this is sure nice. It's dry. it's nice and dry. Now, that's good. Way easier time shoveling for sure. Oh, to have a pulse hole auger for my skid steer, that would be, that's on the wish list for sure. One day. On the wish list. They're about $8 though, so. But it's definitely an attachment that you can put to work and make money with it, right? Especially out where we are rurally, like fencing is huge, obviously with, you know, people with property and farms and whatever, so I know we'd get a lot of use out of it just using it around here for personal, but with a price tag like that, yeah, you want to be able to hopefully make some money with something like that, but it's definitely something you can make money with. Everyone needs post holes dug for sure. Well, let's see what height we got here. We're close to 2. If I get to like 2, I'm fine with that. It's good enough. Like I said, I don't care if this frost gets under and heaves it a bit. Like, it's not like it's gonna destroy the thing. And you know, in the future, I'm gonna eventually build something that's, you know, bigger and does sort of cover the whole, sort of a bigger saw shed for sure, right? Like, so this just, if this can get me by for a few years, good. I'll just get this last bit and we're good. Yeah, we're good. We got 2 feet here, so that's good enough. Okay, so that's one hole down. We'll get the next one dug out. And I found a couple logs I could probably use, but you know what? They're a little skinnier. They're a little skinnier than what these are. So it's probably kind of gonna look stupid. So I'm probably gonna have to drop another tree and to get a couple posts that are gonna kind of match these, right? So I may as well, right? Make it look decent. So yeah, there she goes. Dirty root there. Man, yeah. The auger, boy, holy moly! If you got one of those, you're one lucky man. But at $8,000, oh man, it's just not really doable. Probably anytime soon, but hanging me up here. Well, we're probably good. Probably good with that. Oh yeah, for sure. We're about 2 feet, 4 inches. So good enough. Our line looks good. We got pretty good line with that one there. And our line looks good here, so I don't need it freaking perfect. Just, you know, close enough so that it's stable and it looks, you know, decent enough, right? So that's all that really matters. So, okay, so the holes are good. Now, I'm gonna have to figure out the log situation. So we need 2 10-foot logs for those holes. Basically comparable to about the size of, or the girth of those. So I'll have to go take a look. Right on. So I took a look around for what we got for logs. So I found a couple. So that's good. I've got a lot down on the ground laying around right now. So I like to, you know, use that up. So I'm glad I don't have to cut more today. I don't feel like having to cut another tree just to do this. So that's good. So I got a couple logs. I got one 10-foot spruce log over in the other yard. And then I still got a chunk of this balsam poplar here. So I got to get a 10-foot section off of there. I'm just gonna have to pull it out with the machine because it's about, I don't know, 20 feet back in there. So we'll get that pulled out of there, and we'll get that cut up first. We'll get that pulled out. I got to grab the machine, pull that out, and then go grab the other log from the other yard, bring those over, get them skinned. I'm gonna just give them a quick shot with the torch, right? For the couple feet that's gonna be down in the ground, just, you know, better than doing nothing. And yeah, so I'm thinking we should be able to get these in here today, so that'll be good. And then I can just focus on getting her built, and hopefully before the snow flies. We'll see. Anyway, let's get that log cut up and get this stuff going. All right, so we got a good 10-foot chunk there. Grab the machine, get that pulled out, grab the other log, get that skinned up. This one's going to be tougher skinned. I can tell the bark is still really binded on there, so I'll give it a try. If it's super hard to get off, then I'll just friggin' leave it, let it rot up a bit, and I can just peel it off next year when it's standing there. No big deal. So anyway, I'll grab the machine, get these logs out. Okay, we got our 10-foot spruce. So we'll get her skinned up. We gotta go up, grab the torch, burn up a couple feet. It's gonna go into the ground, and we'll get that one put in. And then we gotta pull out the other 10-foot poplar there. do the same thing. So this one should feel pretty easy. This one's been sitting all year. Some of it's kind of already flaking off, but that poplar there that I was saying though, I don't know if I'll be able to peel that one. It's pretty, that bark is pretty fresh on there still, it looks like. So this one's not peeling as good as it could, but it's coming off in little chunks. It's got a bunch of bug holes in it, this log, so that's kind of why I like I don't like cutting logs too early. I kind of like, well, I do like, I like to harvest them as I'm gonna use them, because especially these spruce, if you harvest these and you have them sitting in a pile like in summer there, the spruce bugs and all that just start going into them and freaking chewing them and laying eggs and all that. So it kind of, so the only way really to avoid that is just harvest them and then put them right to the mill and cut them up. Oh no, I got it down here actually. Okay, so we got the spruce skinned up, ready to go. Just gotta go up to the shed there and grab the torch. Bring that back down, torch about 2 feet on this end here. And we'll take her over to the hole and get her in. Okay, so we got a couple feet of this charred up a little bit. Just a little bit. Like I was saying in, previous videos or whatever, if you've seen anything on this shoguzi ban, burning, whatever the Japanese name is for it, or how you pronounce it, but anyway, wood burning preservation. You want to give it a good sort of deep burn. You're going to get the best results out of that. So this is not a deep burn. So anyway, but it's better than nothing. And, I don't want to waste up a lot of propane here. And I'm barbecuing tonight. We're barbecuing. So tanks get a little low. I'm not going to go nuts with it. So we're good enough. So we got our hole. Let's get this thing in the ground. got her in pretty good. I mean, these things are kind of hard to, you're not going to exactly level it, right? Because of the shape, it's got twists and turns in it, right? So I'll loosely use this, and then I verify pretty much just by eyeball. So as long as it's like, that seems pretty good there. I think I already looked this way. I kind of did this before I took the machine away, so it's kind of hard to tell, but as long as it's like visually not like Leaning Tower of Pizza, you know, we're good. So if I look down like through here and I sort of peek around, like that looks pretty good. And then going this way, you know, I look here, we're pretty good. I can live with that. So, okay, so we just got to go pull out that other poplar log. I'll try to get the bark off. Like I was saying, it's like that last log I did here. It was pretty, the bark is still on there pretty tight. So, and that stuff seemed even tighter kind of the further up the tree it got. So we might be just putting this one in the hole with the bark on, and then once it loosens up, maybe next year, I'll just take the draw knife on it and just get it off at that time. Not a huge deal. So anyway, let's get her pulled out and see what we can do. Yeah, if I would have just brought one more chain, that would have been perfect. How about like that? As long as that'll, yeah, should be cool. Yeah, so we got our log here. This bark is, it's not coming off. So I'm putting this in the ground with the bark on. It is what it is. It's still totally bound onto this log, so it hasn't started separating at all. So I'm not even gonna attempt it because I can tell. So I'm just gonna maybe burn the very end of it just to try to seal off the end from, you know, stuff moisture maybe drawn up through the end of the log in the ground, and that's gonna have to be good enough. So yeah, it is what it is. So we'll torch that quick, and then we'll bring that log over and get her in the hole. This hole got a little deeper. Yeah, no, because we're putting more about 8 feet out on it. Right? It's at 7, which is kind of what, well, 7.5. Somehow this one got shorter. I wonder if I only cut that 9 feet. I might have messed up my measurement on that. Anyway, that's okay. We can keep it at 7 feet. We're good with that. I don't want a super big slope. We managed to get those 2 posts in today, folks. So you know what? I'm thrilled with that for sure. Just got to get a little more dirt in. Yeah, just top off the dirt. I still got to just kind of level this one off. Give it a tamp. And we have our 4 pillars ready to go, which is sweet. So I can start figure out what height I'm going to go with and start notching that in and working on our roof. So sweet. This is looking good. Stoked with that. So. And we're just about at dinner time here, so that's perfect. So I can get those finished up, tamped in, leveled, and I'm good to start working on that. We'll head up and get the barbecue going. So anyway, folks, thanks for hanging out, checking the vid. If you did, hope you enjoyed it. As always, hope maybe there's some little trick you might learn or tip on something. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one, and until next time.